The scene opens up at school. Enid is chatting with Thing when she suddenly hears a loud thud. It's her werewolf crush, Bruno. As she rushes to help him, Thing is mysteriously locked away. When Wednesday arrives, she finds Thing trapped, and before she can react, she receives a chilling phone call from an unknown kidnapper. Moments later, a card slips under her door with a cryptic message: "Play dead." Meanwhile, Enid and Bruno regain consciousness to find themselves tied up in an abandoned tower on school grounds. At first, Enid assumes it's a prank from her ex-boyfriend, but her nerves spike when a knife drops from above, drawing their attention to the ceiling, completely covered in sharp blades. Back in her room, Wednesday deciphers that the words on the card are actually musical notes, which she uses to open a hidden door. As she searches, she catches glimpses of a masked figure who vanishes, leaving only their mask behind. Following the trail, Wednesday discovers the captive's location. As Thing is headed to pick the locks, he accidentally triggers a mechanism that starts lowering a platform toward the prisoners. To save her friends, Wednesday must solve a riddle before time runs out. Welcome to Sandy's Timeline. Today, we're diving into Wednesday Season 2, Episode 2. Let's jump right in. Let's rewind a few days before the kidnapping. After collapsing from a seizure triggered by a haunting vision, Wednesday is rushed to safety by her mother. When she finally regains consciousness, disoriented and frantic to find Enid, Morticia reassures her that her roommate is unharmed. But her relief is short-lived. Morticia scolds her for hiding the ominous black tear symptoms, reminding her of their agreement to share anything tied to her powers. Morticia then reveals that her sister once suffered the same affliction, warning her that she's pushing herself too hard and risking serious consequences. Still shaken by her vision and curious about how the crows might be connected to Galfin, Wednesday decides to pay him a visit. But when she arrives, she finds him slumped in his seat, his eyes gruesomely gouged out. As she studies his lifeless body, crows suddenly begin pouring out of his mouth, flying at her in a frenzy as they violently escape the room. Hoping to uncover some answers, Wednesday attempts to tap into her visions, but nothing comes, only darkness. Just then, the police arrive, catching her at the scene, and place her under arrest. Wednesday is brought in for questioning as the prime suspect, given she was present at both crime scenes. The police reveal that the reason they visited Galfin was because the last victim, the private investigator, had placed a call to him before their death. Now, Galfin's phone is missing, making Wednesday look even more suspicious. Just as the tension rises, Wednesday's father arrives, acting as her lawyer, and manages to get her released. The two of them decide to keep everything they've learned to themselves, for now. In the morning, it's Nevermore's annual prank day. Enid decides to get back at Wednesday by staging her own murder, lying still with fake blood, actually a mix of blood and orange jam, splattered around her. Wednesday is horrified, fearing the crows have already claimed her friend, but Enid quickly reveals it's just payback for the fake eyeball Wednesday supposedly left on her pillow. However, when Wednesday inspects the eyeball more closely, she realizes it's actually Galpin's. Choosing not to burden Enid, who seems fragile, she keeps this disturbing discovery to herself. Elsewhere, Principal Dort begins manipulating Bianca, urging her to convince Morticia to reach out to her estranged mother for a donation. When Morticia refuses, Dort coldly warns Bianca that if she wants to keep her scholarship, she must use any means necessary, including her siren powers, to persuade her. Frustrated by his threats, Bianca attempts to use her powers on Dort to make him stop, only to discover he's somehow immune to her abilities. With his protection rendering her powerless, Dort corners Bianca into following his orders, leaving her with no choice but to comply. In order to get more information about the case, Wednesday decides to go to Willow Hill Psychiatric Hospital, where Tyler is being held. There, she meets with his psychiatrist, Dr. Rachel Fairburn, who admits she's struggling to rehabilitate him and hopes Wednesday's visit might help. When Wednesday speaks to Tyler, she informs him of his father's death. Tyler quickly realizes she's come seeking his help, but instead of cooperating, he threatens Enid's life, taunting Wednesday and trying to get under her skin. Wednesday throws a cutting insult, which triggers his hide transformation. Before he can fully shift, his collar delivers a shock, forcing him back. Wednesday walks away, leaving him restrained and seething. The scene shifts back to Wednesday as the platform lowers rapidly toward Enid and Bruno. She races to solve the riddle, cracking it just in time to free them. The unmasked stalker is one of Wednesday's fan named Agnes DeMille, a student with invisibility powers, explaining why she couldn't see her face in her earlier vision. Wednesday also realizes that she took Galpin's phone from the crime scene, unintentionally making herself appear even more suspicious despite trying to help. Later, back in her room, she discovers that her mother secretly took Goody's spellbook, which Wednesday had been using to study her powers. Before she can confront her, something else catches her attention: the ominous crown. Meanwhile, Pugsley shows Eugene his grim pet, Slurp, the reanimated boy he has chained up. But Slurp manages to escape, wandering through the woods until he's struck by a passing car. When the driver steps out to help, Slurp lunges, viciously attacking and killing him on the spot. And that's where Wednesday Season 2, Episode 2 leaves us, on a chilling cliffhanger with Slurp on the loose, secrets piling up, and Wednesday more entangled in the mystery than ever. Thanks for watching Sandy's Timeline. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite shows. Stay spooky, and I'll see you in the next episode breakdown.